में कोई कमी ना रखें ताकि हमारा भी मनोबल बढ़ता रहे और हमारे प्रतिभागियों का। आमंत्रित करते हैं विवेकानंद।
Have a cheerful morning to honorable sitting judges and my dear friends. My topic is agriculture, weaving schemes beneficial to the economy or not. This is Vivekanand on the mic, and here to topic is loan weaving schemes beneficial for the economy or not. India, a conundrum or contradiction, an inflammable debate, or an eclectic enterprise full of multitude of intricacies and whatnot. An economy that is working on a 5 trillion economy, and the World Economic Report, Skynice report of January 2019 states that perhaps its economy will boost up not only to limited to 5 trillion, but it dreams to pass the very behemoth regional hegemon China by 25 trillion in 2030. But the very foremost question that resides in the editorials and the headline journals, newspapers, primetime television news channels, the recent budget by the very opposition parties claimed to be a pre-poll stunt, a PM Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana that stated, and also about the agriculture, which is the foremost armory of the India's toiling spirit, as per the Jawaharlal Nehru, who actually writes about it in A Discovery of India. Or what more good it would be to quote Amartya Sen, who writes in the Uncertain Glory that an economy that is only fostered in the infrastructure and not focusing on the agriculture may lack in the travesty in the future generation. We need, in the midst of a time when India strives for accessibility, availability and affordability in the primary healthcare sector and also the primary agricultural sector, where the government stresses on the matter of the fact being that agriculture weaving scheme should be launched, and it has become a poll stunt to win an election. Nearly 11 states have announced a loan waiving after the NDA government defeated in the Hindi belt regions of the Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. In the midst of the time, Kerala serves as a blueprint for the economy and for the whole of regions of the India, how the particular loan waiving schemes or how the very turmoil in which our farmers are can be reversed, or their problems can be rethinked upon. We need to understand the very overpowering urgency and the compelling necessity of the hour is that by waiving a loan, you are not eradicating the very disappointments or the very discontent which the mistrust that is in the very farmers. This is actually a matter of debate and has been in the editorials being defined as will lead to the outcome of the consequential or the reputational consequence. What that reputational consequence is that farmers become dependent on the government, and perhaps someday or other it will waive the very loans that they have acquired. Turning the court, I am of the firm view that this waiving the schemes have become a pre-poll stunt, but we need to rely on the matter of the fact being that this loan waiving schemes has the maximum possibility that it may eradicate the very distress in the farmers, but it somewhat leads to the turmoil in the Indian economy. Not only focusing or not only relying on the what Amartya Sen aptly writes in the Uncertain Glory, or in the many editorials like the political florist Rajiv Bhargav very aptly writes about the agriculture that we need to accept, and we do accept it as a matter of the evident fact being that India is a vegetarian country, but it is more of a lacto-vegetarian country. So when you waive a scheme, it's not only that it will benefit only the farmers who are in the crop sector, we need also to look upon how our farmers can be benefited in the other sectors as well, be it the poultry, be it the fisheries, be it the agriculture. And that is what perhaps the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana asserts on. We need to rely on the government is doing a step forward, perhaps a step has been taken, so that the particular step, the political witch hunt, which is very aptly asserted in the editorial that it is unmistakably and unprecedented, a blatant and a political witch hunt that has been doing up by a number of governments that they waive a scheme and then ultimately leads to a turmoil in the country's economy. We need to understand the crux of the matter that agriculture is the essence of the country. We do accept it, but ultimately we need to focus also that our economy does not go in turmoil. We need to understand that the waiving a loan that the farmers take not only disturb the economy but also infrastructure. We need a four prolonged step, a landscape, a narrative that will build in the four, that is social, cultural, political and economical. By asserting on the economically or by just benefiting the farmers by cash transfer. Direct cash transfer benefit is not only the way to reduce the very distress, but also by socially organizing them. So the very prolonged mechanism that is the need is the Kerala blueprint, is the assessment, is the organization of the farmers, because when until and unless we do not focus on the farmers socially, we do not assure them. It is the time, and now is the time to move from those strings of jangling discords and discontent to the very existence, to the very reality of today and now. Let it keep very straight, simple, and very aptly oriented in the social configuration. Let it make it not only a cash transfer benefit scheme, but also social coherence, a political assurance to not only the opposition parties, but to every sector, to every regions of the country, to the last farmer who stands in the very line of demonetization for taking the money. We need to understand that. Thank you and have a nice day to all.